How's it going, you guys? Jeff here, mentor with Two Brain Business. Welcome back to the Two Brain Business YouTube channel. Today, I want to talk to you guys about permission selling and the fact that it is a little bit of a secret, a little bit of a cheat code, if you will, for the sales process. So I want to walk you through how this works, why it's effective, and how to apply it to your sales process today. If this is your first time stopping by the Two Brain Business channel and you're looking for more actionable advice that you can apply to your business to provide a better life for yourself right now, then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel. So go ahead and subscribe, smash the like on this video. It helps us out a lot, and ring that notification bell so you can see when we post more videos. Now, let's get into permission sales. Permission sales is something that comes out of a combination of a bunch of different really smart people in the sales industry. A couple of people you guys could look into if you're looking for further reading would be Jeffrey Gitomer, check out the Sales Bible, Brian Tracy, The Psychology of Selling, and Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference. Go check out those 3 books. You're going to thank me for it later. Now, permission sales is essentially asking permission to make a sale. That sounds ridiculous. I get it. You should just barge right in and say, here's the price, Mrs. Jones, take it or leave it. Well, I think we can all agree that's not going to work that well. So if you want this to be effective, here's what I recommend. Get her permission first. If Mrs. Jones says, yes, show me your prices, and then you show them, and of course, you've done a good job with your sales process already, it's a lot easier to make a sale. Them giving you permission is extremely powerful. So how do we gain this permission? Well, first, you've got to gain their trust. You guys, the business we're in is high trust. The way we make sales is developing trust. That's the best thing we can do. Here's how to think about it. We are in an industry that has both amazing, loving, caring individuals, probably like you if you're watching this video, as much as it has scam artists, con artists, people that are just looking for a dollar not to help a person. Now, I'm assuming that's not you. But that said, you still have to work against this guy, right? And this is part of what we need to do. Permission goes a long way to establishing trust. So the way I want you to think about this, guys, is that if anybody is over the age of 23, any prospect you meet is over 23, I want you to assume instantly that they have been conned by some other gym. Okay, they've been locked into a contract. They've signed up with a personal trainer who has no-showed them many, many times and not allowed them to get out of their contract with them. They've joined a gym with a 2-year contract with no hope of canceling. It's probably auto-renewed at some point. They've been scammed. You have to overcome that. Part of how we do that is we show a higher level of care, but we also do something that nobody else does. We ask people about their goals, why those goals matter to them, and we get permission to make the sale. Here we go. So we've already gone through the consistent intro process, right? We've had our warm greeting. We found out who Mrs. Jones is, what she wants, and more importantly, why she wants it. Now we transition to the sale. This is where the permission comes in. So at this point, we want to get to a couple of things. One, we need to get a that's right. That means we have listened, we have digested the information, and Mrs. Jones has let us know that we are on the right track. A couple different ways to do this. The easiest one, honestly, is just to reread everything you've written down and then ask Mrs. Jones if that's right. She'll say yes. You say, great, I'm glad we're on the same page. And then you move forward. So again, if Mrs. Jones's goals were to lose weight, specifically 20 pounds, to change her life in X, Y, and Z ways, you repeat that to her. Mrs. Jones, you let me know that you came in here today to lose some weight. We came up with the number 20 pounds. And you think that's going to be good because it's going to make you feel better. But more importantly, we found out that you're going to feel better because you're maybe going to be reducing your medications that you're taking. You're going to be less out of breath when you take the groceries up the stairs. You'll be able to play with your kids a lot longer. These are all big important things. They're those emotional tie downs or that hot button. Remember that big red easy sale button that you're gonna slap when you need to make a sale, right? That's what we're trying to get at. So we've got that information. We've repeated it back to Mrs. Jones. You can do one of 2 things here. You can repeat it, look her in the eyes, and pause for effect. In which case, this is the most powerful way to do this. If you're comfortable, you gotta be comfortable doing this. It's a little awkward at first. You'll get used to it. I promise. Just practice or role play with your team, friends, family members, your dog, mirror, whatever you got to do to get better at this thing. Pause for effect, and she will say, yep, or that's right, which is better. If she does not, then you quickly will throw in there and try to wait like 15 seconds or longer if you can. Try to be uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. But after that pause, if she does not say that's right, if she seems to be in an awkward position, you just ask, Mrs. Jones, do I have that right? She says yes. You say, great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad we're on the same page. Now let's roll on. Now, the second part of this to gain your permission here is you need to ask for it. So we're just going to ask a very simple question. There's 3 ways we can phrase this. Number 1, Mrs. Jones, how would you like to proceed from here? Number 2, Mrs. Jones, how would you like to get started today? And number 3, probably my favorite, Mrs. Jones, would you be opposed to me showing you some of the options of getting started with us? To which she'll say no, and that's actually a good no, and it allows you to move the needle forward in the sales process. That's the permission we're looking for. So how would you like to get started today? She might say, I don't know, what are the options? Mrs. Jones, how would you like to proceed? I don't know, what do we do next? Where do I start? Often is what we'll hear, and that is your permission. You say, great, I'm glad you asked. Let me show you some options. If you say, would you be opposed to some options? She'll say no. You say, great, let's roll through some options. And you just roll forward. Either way, you're getting that permission to move the needle forward in the sale, and you're moving to now we're getting to the close. All right, so your big action step of the day is to take your intro and role play it with someone, or record it, or do it in front of a mirror, or role play with your dog. Like, it doesn't matter. You can talk at a wall if you want to. So go practice that. Hit us up in the comments if you have any questions, or better yet, go book a free call with us at twobrainbusiness.com. You can speak to a professional business mentor who owns a profitable business just like you want to have, or do have if you're crushing it already. But if you want to talk to somebody, you can always do that, and you'll walk away with more actionable advice on that call. So feel free to do that. And by the way, subscribe to the channel here if you want more stuff like this. Go ahead and hit subscribe, smash the like on this video, and you can ring the notification bell so you can see when we post more videos. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you next time.